Okay, folks, I do hope you're well this fine Saturday. It's getting on a bit now. It's getting late. Quick message for you here. What's happening in the world? Pardon me, this cough will not go. What's happening in the world of showbiz today? Well, not a lot, but I'll give you what I know. Before that, in the world of politics, I see the Conservative Party have picked the leader today. The new leader, is it Kemi Badenoch? I think that's the name. It was her and Robert Jenerick. I don't know her at all. I can't say I like her. Can't say I dislike her because I don't really know her. I know she's a bit Marmite from what I can gather, but I don't know the lady, so I'm not going to pass any judgment on her. What I will say is, if I'd have had a choice, one or the other, for all I don't know her, I'd have picked her. Only because Jenerick, he was one of those many politicians that when the old COVID was on, the lockdowns and whatever else, he was one of the many politicians that I feel maybe didn't always tell the truth. But more than that, when he was talked to on the morning shows, the GMB and the BBC, especially GMB, and they were grilling politicians, he was one of the many that never had any answers or didn't want to give an answer. They were all the same, and I didn't like them for it. They couldn't just say yes or no to anything. He was one of the many. I know he wasn't the boss man at the time, but he's one of the many, and I can't abide politicians that can't give you an answer. Don't like it at all. That said, I don't know how good or bad she is. I really, really don't. Right, showbiz. What's happening in showbiz? I've got a few stories for you, not a lot. Well, Victoria and David, that's the BECKHAMS, they've been pictured on a super yacht. They're both reading thrillers, both reading books. I didn't know he was a big reader, David. It shocked me, to be honest. We're both reading books. She's reading one by... I could have researched it and seen what she was reading. I can't remember. I didn't do that, so I don't know what it's called. But she was reading a thriller by a person called Frida McFadden. Maybe some of you readers will know what it is. By Frida McFadden. David was reading another thriller. He was reading a book by, what's the lady's name? Rona Munro. He was got in some trouble with old Posh Spice, really. She was having a pop at him because he's reading this thriller by Rona Munro. It's called Janet and John. And he's actually got some crayons in his hand, and she's catching him moving towards the book, and Victoria's saying, David, it's not a colouring book, you can't colour it, you've got to read it. She made him read it. He's alright with it, it's the big letters, he's okay with it, you know what I mean, but he liked the pictures and he wanted to put a bit of extra colour on them, I believe. Anyway, he was in a bit of trouble, but he carried on reading it anyway. He enjoyed it, I think, Janet and John, I think it was alright. Schofield, old Philip Schofield, he's been pictured out again, hasn't he? One of the first times he'd been out since his mother sadly passed. He was out with the male companion. He's learning his lessons, Philip. This one was a lot older, looks about 50, 55, so we'll get in no trouble there. Kerry Katona, I reported yesterday, didn't I? She split up with a fella. She's binned him. She said, no, he wasn't offering me enough support. He wasn't there for me. He's gone. But it turns out she had a deal done with a big production company. They were about to film him. Filming was going to start anytime soon. And it was covering the time together leading up to the marriage. And then they were going to film the marriage. Well, now, it's all gone kaput. She's got rid of him, so she's lost a few quid there. She's not more cleverer than that. I thought she'd stay with him for the marriage. Pocket the old Spondulix from, whichever TV company they sold it to. And then binned him. No, she's binned him beforehand. Weird the way it works. This production company, they've approached one another. And she said, okay, then we'll get it all filmed. They've obviously offered a good few quid. Not even sold to a TV station. They must get it all in the can. Then go take it away, knowing there's going to be loads of takers. Because loads of these TV companies will put mush on there. They're not bothered about that. Anyway, that's down the pan. I seen Kate Beckinsale today in the paper. She's complaining because folk are saying she doesn't look well, she's lost too much weight, blah, 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 blah. They're all saying that she's had loads of Botox done and this, that and the other. She said, I've none of those things done. I really haven't. I'd be allergic to them. My body would react badly. I really, really not. And she feels bad that people are constantly having a go at her. Well, I'll say this. I have a go at lots of people, lots and lots of people. It's what I do on here, but only when I think they deserve it. Kate, I thought you looked painfully thin in those photographs, and I felt sorry for you. And that's the top and bottom of me. I felt sorry for you, because I think you're a lovely, lovely looking lady, and at the moment you're not at your best. I do hope to see you back as you was only a year or two ago. I'd be a bit concerned for you if you were my daughter. Love, you don't look at your best. But that's not me calling you. Not calling you at all. I think you're a lovely looking young girl, and I think you're a nice person with it. She's been through some tragedy in life. She lost her father. Was she 5? Richard Beckinsale. I loved him. Thought he was great. So I'm never going to turn on his daughter. I'm never going to have a go at anybody that was related to Richard Beckinsale. I'm sorry. I like him. And that's that. Who else have we got? Oh, Kelly Osbourne. She's lost a lot of weight. And that's it. Kelly Osbourne's lost a lot of weight. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can tell you. Can't tell you anything else, folks, because nothing else is happening. That is the top and bottom of today in showbiz and in politics and in everything else. And I've got nothing else to tell you. I know nothing, as they say. I know City got beat today, and I know Liverpool were close to getting beat or drawing, and they went bang bang, 2 goals. I was gutted. But these things happen, folks. These things happen. And my team tomorrow going against Chelsea. No one gives them a hope in hell. I do. I think we've got a chance. We're rude at the helm. Right. It's not to do with showbiz, that, so I'll talk about it another time. Right. I'll love you and leave you. I'll get off. Hope you're all well. I really do. And I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Or as my young granddaughter says, tomorrow. I don't know why she says it like that. She's 22 years of age now, but she still does. I'm kidding. She's only 7. Still don't know why she says tomorrow when she's 7. Her mother needs to sort her out, doesn't she? Mind you, she calls the conservatory the concernatory. I'm concerned for her, concernatory. I call it the same myself now. I love it. Sounds brilliant. Grandad, can I go in conservatory? Of course you can, love. Of course you can. I love it when she says it. It tickles me up. It does. I don't know what I'm telling you, but I'm telling you. These are some of my at-home secrets, and you know them too now.